Hi, this is YouTube librarian Mike J. Dubensky. Welcome to Story Time with YouTube librarian. I am wearing a Pico G3 VR HMD or virtual reality head-mounted display. And what I'm doing right now is I turned it on when I pressed this button right here. And then I'm holding a controller in my hand, and with the G3 I have a very nice professional front for what I'm doing, and I'm going right to the Pico browser, and I already kind of have it lined up to some extent what I want to do. And I'm heading toward a story called The Six Deaths of the Saint, and I downgraded myself to storytime status, but I'm going to just introduce you to the story by reading it out loud to you, the beginning of it, using a technique that I've been practicing for a couple of years. You were a child the first time the saint of war came to you. You had fallen ill again in a tiresome and inevitable way of the underfed. And the steward sent you out to the bar so the Lord and Lady might not be disturbed by your fevered moaning. You weren't missed, you were one of a dozen fatherless, half-feral children that squabbled and starved in the shadows of the keep. Only the stable boy came to visit you, a wayfish bowl like a creature who had trailed after you like a stray dog ever since you'd taken a beating from the cook in his place. You hadn't done it out of any particular affection, but you liked the way he looked at you afterward, as if you were the hero stepped out of some bard song. Tall as an oak and twice as strong. And now he crouched at your side, sometimes holding a cup to your chapped lips or pressing the fragile bones of his hand to your brow. You thought you would probably die soon. And then the saint came. You were staring up at the rotten thatch of the roof, wondering if anyone would remember your name long enough to mark your grave. And then you were looking at a woman's face. She didn't seem much like the saints in the songs. Her lips were sunken where teeth were missing, and her skin was puckered with old scars. There was a fresh wound above her jaw, livid and weeping, and the armor that lapped her shoulders was dented and scored with battle. Her eyes were rather fine, you thought, lavish blue of the Virgin's own robe, just like yours, but she carried a cross and wore a rusted mail hood instead of a halo. But she said in a voice like a dull blade dragged across a stone, I am the saint of Orleans. You lost a great deal of faith in the bard songs. Rise, she said, your kingdom needs you. You rose, your joints grated, and your vision spun in sickening lurches. But you rose because she was a saint and you were nothing. Because no one had ever needed you before. Go, the saint said, he waits for you. He stumbled out of the dimness of the stables and into the hard light of day. You could only open your eyes for a few stinging seconds at a time, so that the yard emerged in a series of flashes. Strange man on horseback, winter light and steel, the sleek floor and shine of well-bred horses. You kept walking until you couldn't, until the pale stalks of your legs simply folded up on themselves. Someone high above you said, "Is this the girl?" Someone else says it in a voice like a well-greased hinge. "Yes, sir." Then there were boots beside your face. You rolled onto your back and saw, for the second time that day, the face of a saint. This one looked much more like the sunset, young and beautiful, entirely unmarred. There was a shine to him, a subtle emanation of health and prosperity. He even wore a halo. You thought you had never seen a crown before. He asked your name before you could answer. You heard your lady's voice, breathless and mean. "Forgive us, my prince, she is no one a devil, sent to plague us." The lady had often called you a devil, as had the cook, the steward, the master of hounds, all the laundresses, and the woodcutter, but it did not previously concern you. Now you found yourself ashamed, filled with the freshly hatched fear that you would be banished from the golden presence of the prince, unwanted and needed. But he only smiled down at you. He wore an expression you had never seen before, in of it scorching hunger which he thought must be love. He lifted you in his arms. You were hideously aware of every scab sore, every flea scuttling through the reddish mat of your hair, and said to the lady, "Well, she is my devil now." And you found you did not mind being a devil, so long as you were his. The prince led you atop the fine leather of his saddle and mounted behind you. He made a small disgusted noise and muttered, "You had better be sure, father." The soft, well-greased voice came again, emerging from a little priest so drab and ragged that you thought at first he was a stray shadow thrown by the prince's radiance. "I am sure, sire." The prince clicked his reins in answer. You rode through the gates, half convinced it was another fever dream, that you would wake soon and be no one again, a sickly scrap of a girl born in the darkness and destined to die there, forgotten by everyone except a bow-legged stable boy. But it was a dream. When you die, the little devil kingdom will fall to its knees and crawl to your bier. In 1,000 years and 1,000 after that, they will still sing of the prince and his devil. So long as you do as I say. You look behind you only once as you rode away from that place, and were surprised to see the little stable boy limping after the prince's procession. He was so persistent and pathetic that on the third or fourth day the prince relented, and the stable boy became your squire. Alright.